Y'all, let's talk about painting dots. Hey y'all, welcome. I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. And here I am, alive and well. I had done something, I filmed some stuff. I felt like I was whining about my not being able to see. Right? Anyway, for stress release, I've just been doing dots. Watercolor, no pressure, no perfection, do or don't do kind of making dots. Just painting dots. And this will all go into some other pages that have dots on them to be used in art, collage, journals, that kind of thing. And some I need to do the other side. Just playing, y'all. Just having a good old time. Some are both done. I have more. I have some in my work bag because I brought them to look at yesterday. Just spending some creative time. It's one of my favorite things to do, which is to do dots. So, a little tired today. Rainy day. I feel like I woke up. Y'all, I'm having a bite of pizza. Like I woke up in Washington State or something. It rains all the time. That's okay. Claire is having her second breakfast. I told her it was my day off, so I got up about 7, fed her. I went back to bed. And I watched some of my art things. You know, one is expiring at 9 o'clock. It's about encaustic paints, which I'm not going to do. You have to have, so encaustic is basically painting with wax. It's been around since the beginning of time. A lot of equipment. Beverly does it. And you have to have like a pancake griddle and metal cans and all this expensive wax and tools, and it's beautiful. But what's interesting is sometimes I see someone do something and I can like see a project in my mind, but this I wasn't feeling. So yeah, and you can use blowtorch. So Tracy and a blowtorch, not so sure. Yeah. But there's a lot I can do. But it's interesting. So this Robin's Nest, Rob Marie Smith is just having all, like, I think there's 10, 12 different teachers. It's a 24-hour link. And they're just talking about tools. I missed the one on Jelly Plate, but that's the only one I really missed. And I've been very inspired. And encaustic's not my thing. I think tomorrow is the last, no, tomorrow is inks, liquid inks, which is fun because I have all that. And then oil paints, which I don't have. So, but it's fun to watch and just see people, different teachers. And, you know, a lot of them are on, most of them are on YouTube. So you can like hop over there and see what they're up to. But you know what I mean? I have enough to do. So, yeah. And I want to do a little mixing of plaster of Paris today. Let's see. Oof. So, it says dry mix. Now, somebody was telling me that you should get this. Well, one of these women, Stephanie Lee, says she gets, okay, powder. I don't know. What's the difference between dry mix and powder? She said the most important was to get plaster of Paris. And then you mix it with white gesso. And I've been wanting to, there's 2 projects I've been wanting to work on. So I think I'm going to concentrate on those for a little bit. I don't remember if I uploaded these pictures of myself, if they were on a day I didn't. But here is, they're probably going to church. My grandma made that like little mini dress. First and only time, right? Gloves on, look at my hair. And the little cat down there, that was Sniffy, because my brother had really original names. And it's one of my favorite pictures of me and my mother. At the beach. At the beach. So yeah, let's have got a little coffee going. I did not do well on my fluid intake yesterday. And I was supposed to meet a couple people for dinner. I'm going to take me to dinner. It's this really nice Italian restaurant. And then it's so funny. I was so busy and I'm trying to do all I can to focus to get everything. I had like 8 things to get done at work yesterday. So I really didn't even look at my phone. So I didn't look at my phone till like 5:30. And there's a text message from early saying, you know, it's one of my favorite people. She's not feeling well. And so yeah, then I was like, wow, I've been thinking all day, like, what was I gonna get? And then I thought, well, it's very expensive and maybe now you can have some pizza. So I got ham and pineapple pizza. But yeah, so anyway, here we are, another day off. Got 2 days off in a row. What am I up to, y'all? I kind of want to set super realistic goals and not be like, oh, you're going to do all this stuff. And I feel like I'm moving a little slow. So I guess yard work is out of the way. Maybe if it stops raining, the front of my yard, I need to pick stuff up. I want to mulch and do some more cutting of this dead bush. And that, y'all, would probably be like 30 minutes the most. So if that. So that is definitely something that, y'all, let's get another list going here. I love a list, as all of you know. And as I'm going through these old found papers, y'all, I've loved list making since I was a kid. I found like one of my journals, I think I showed them, books I've read, and I love lists. It's a thing. So let's do out front yard, front bushes. That's realistic, and I really want to do it. Bothers me every time I drive by them. I'm kind of halfway done, and I have a rose bush that always leans towards the house. I need to get new string and kind of pull it back gently so it's not going to topple over. And thought of something. Laundry. I have a couple loads downstairs, and I need to organize all my laundry upstairs. And then I want to work on my new nightstand. I made it up. It didn't fall apart. So I want to go through all the stuff that I want to put in it and get that away. So that's a little chunk right there. And maybe even dust that area. And I need to clean my humidifier, right? That would be nice. And change my sheets. Yeah, I was going to do a Walmart pickup today or have them deliver it. But I think I might wait till Friday. I'm off Friday. Give me a week to eat up some of the stuff I have. But basically, you know, I love the cans of seltzer water, and I'm pretty much down to like 5. I do have some of the ones, you know, bigger ones you can drink out of, but I really like the cans, especially in the summer. So what I was going to do, what I am going to do is buy a bunch, because the prices at Walmart are pretty decent. Waterloo is like $3.98. That's one of my favorites. And Bubbly, they're about the same. So sometimes Giant will have that on sale, and they have lots of flavors. They'll have more for the summer. But I thought, you know, I'm just going to get like 10, right? And have them. I put my little library and my refrigerator down there. I'm going to put them in and just, yeah, and I want to take a whole one to work because I love having at work and love sharing with them at work. So that's my thinking behind that. And then just some fruits and vegetables and stuff. We're going to be eating meat out of now I have a hamburger. I've decided I don't want to make meatloaf. That's fine. But I got to use up that hamburger. I really like the Mongolian beef I made, but I need hoisin sauce, y'all, and good help me. I think I need to run by a couple things I want to find. So I want to do hoisin sauce, and I want to see at Whole Foods. Like, I love those fudgesicles, and they're a nice treat for me instead of ice cream. And I thought the ones I was getting from Giant were better than they are, Yucca wise. But I think Whole Foods have this stuff called Chloe's, like, thing. So, and then I gotta go to Trader Joe's, y'all. I need cinnamon for my coffee, so. But yeah, so let's look at this. Okay, front bushes, laundry nightstand, clean humidifier, change my shoes. I'm gonna do that iron today. I got everything together. Right, Clara, maybe we'll iron some clothes. We'll set up. What do you think? You want to iron some clothes? You want to? She's laying on the floor. That's so cute. Yeah, she's something. She needs a nail cut. She has a nail appointment. We'll put down here Claire's nail appointment. So I got to get her when she's sleeping. And now I don't know is my eyesight what's going on. But I am a week out. I have 3 more weeks so I can go get these glasses that I'm going to have. So, but I have done one last order on Temu. I'm not going to order from them anymore. There was a thing on Instagram. And it's not that you don't know this on some level, but when you see video proof, I don't know how they got this out, but was a warehouse and literally people were just throwing mounds of stuff. And there's mostly young men and they almost look like they're in a train conductor thing, you know, where they're leaning this way. And they have no shirts on and they're working so fast. And I thought, you know what? No more. And the only reason I did, I got some readers there. And I ordered a bunch of readers. And then I got, what did I get? I didn't get any art stuff. I said, no, you do not need, don't be like, oh, I'm not going to order soon. No. I did get a couple pair of earrings. I want to start wearing earrings every day that I'm working to distract from my wrinkle. I got a couple fun pair of earrings and they're so cheap, but you know, I know that if you investigate, it's probably every single thing you get, there's just human suffering attached to it. But I really saw that and I thought, this had already placed my order. It takes forever for Temu to get orders in sometimes. But I did order this as a plastic storage thing, and it, you know, because I want to, in my studio, so in my studio, I have this cool sorter thing. And on top, I had these really cool old children's toys. They seem very pop art to me. I'm going to take those up here and show you them and think about letting them go. But I thought this is a perfect spot for this, and I can put all my journals that I'm working in so I know where they're at and it's contained. And I think that's a good spot for it. I don't know. I might have to rearrange that, but yeah. And then when I do, I gotta do dishes. It's a given. That's not even gonna put that on the list. I'm gonna tidy up my kitchen. I want to go through my refrigerator and see what I need to throw out, or you know, get going. I have some peppers. So I want to cut that up, and I'm gonna make some tuna fish, y'all. I thought kind of and there's this really good chicken salad I think I showed you guys before. So I need to check my chicken situation because I have everything else I need. But I also thought some of these peppers cut into 4s and put my tuna in it. What a great way to eat your tuna. So that's going on. And I got to think about food again, you know, for this week. I am down to 1 frozen meal from Trader Joe's. It's the like a Cuban kind of bowl. It's really good. It's got lime. So I've been bringing extra lime to work. Like yesterday, it was a green chili bowl, and I put squozen some lime on it, y'all. Ooh, so good. So I have to think realistically, what do I want to get at Trader Joe's to have in my freezer at work? Because those things are really high on yucca, and that's a great thing to have. And they're, you know, the Cuban one, they're gluten free too. You know, if I get the Chinese like shumai, that's not, and the dumplings aren't. But I'm gonna look in my freezer. I'm trying to get my friends. We're gonna try to get together actually Memorial Day That's the only time all 4 of us are off since we all work for the same organization. But I was going to say, one, it will give me the impetus. It's been a long time since I wanted to have people at my house. So that's a good sign. It's under control. And it's been terrible 2 years, honest to God. So, and that'll make the impetus just kind of do some final things I want to do. And then I told them, everyone bring something. But then what we're going to do is just eat out of my freezer. We're going to try all kinds of fun stuff from Trader Joe's and just eat down some of that freezer. I think that would be fun. But I said also, if you guys want to meet somewhere else, that's cool too. So, yeah. So that's what's happening. And, you know, I honestly, I don't like to go back and watch my videos necessarily. And it's one of the reasons that when I do learn to edit, you know, some people edit for 6 hours. You guys, I will never get anything uploaded. So forgive me for all the foibles if I repeat myself. I don't think I posted. That was the day I just felt like really shitty. No other way of putting it. So I don't think I'm repeating this. Anyway, I had this container and I would throw, for whatever reason, unopened cards in here because I had cards and all kinds of stuff. Oh, you'd like to see it, right? See, y'all, I have a note on here. I am safe. I trust the process of life to bring only good to me. But I had cards that I want to send people, addresses, envelopes saved, and, you know, and here I'm looking through it. I had Christmas cards unopened. Y'all, it's May. I mean, is this end of the world? No. But I really do appreciate and honor people sending me, like, notes and cards and stuff. It means so much to me. Why would I put it? Still haven't found my tax info. But why would I put it? Like, I'm trying to think about that now and catch myself now. Like, why? I know 100% I thought you were going to do it that afternoon. You're going to do it in the morning. You're going to take it to work and do it. No way did I think I'm putting, you know, cards unopened in a thing to look at in May. There's no way in that moment I think that. But yet, that can happen, right? That happens. So what? You know, I was telling them at work yesterday, if I hadn't been born with the brain I should have had, well, you know what I mean? If my mom, poor thing, hadn't had cigarettes and had alcohol and not like abusive or anything, just normal, was the thing in the 60s, right? Women smoked a little bit, had a little bit of drink when they were pregnant. And I have to let that thinking go. Like, would I be a lawyer? Would I be president of the United States right at this moment? Would I don't know. I just feel like I fight so much of my time is spent undoing stuff I've done. And while this medicine is better than nothing, it's really not. I mean, I can't even worry about it anymore. I mean, I almost gave myself, well, I did give myself a nervous breakdown trying to get medicine that worked. And at this point, you know, I'm not the only one. You can Google it, how ridiculous it is. And, you know, I'm trying to work on the food and things I can do, but it's just so frustrating sometimes. And I think there's a whole life that wasn't lived. Now, maybe did I choose to come here and experience this? I don't know, y'all. Right now, I'm tired. And do the best. And I know that sometimes, like, I managed to get this stuff done at work yesterday. And it was hard, but there was many moving parts to it. And my ADHD's been a little bit running rampant. Because I can look at my desk. I can do 2 things that are tests for me. One is my laundry situation, and the other one is my desk at work. Now, I am one of the few people that get all kinds of books, right? Like I said, I pick out books for at least officially for 8 and unofficially for 12 or more. So I'm getting all kinds of different books, and then I put new books on hold because every library got every new book, right? And we used to actually set them aside for a week and everyone could look at them, and it's not the way it is anymore. And they might buy 4 copies of something and we're not getting one. So I put a lot of them on hold so I can get them and look at them. And sometimes, you know, I think, okay, that's not, or other times I think I know exactly the right person for this, or it's a part of my, reader's advisor, right? You can't advise and suggest books you've never seen. But sometimes, you know, I keep up with it. And then other times it just gets out of control. And then I start throwing papers and this and that. And then we've had a kind of mouse situation, oh my God. So all kinds of stuff going on. Mouse at work, mouse at the garage. I could assure everyone no one was going to get sick from mice since I did my research on how do you get sick from mice. But it's upsetting. You know, somebody had a mouse trap under their desk. They didn't know it, and it was a dead mouse. And, you know, I went through and removed all food from my main desk area. And she said someone had given her like biscuits and she just thrown them in her drawer. Well, you know, the mice like it, but they love chocolate. So sometimes people give me chocolate, and I'm not a big fan of a lot of chocolate, and I won't eat chocolate just to eat chocolate. I mean, I have struggled with my weight too much for that. Like the Rocco Farrer things are not my favorite, and even the Hershey's stuff is not my, I have to be in the mood. So I did toss 2 things in my drawer. Yep. And I even bought, I had a big old tin can for the kitchen. Like if you want to keep stuff, let's keep it in there. But of course, I was looking at mouse had come. He didn't like it though. They didn't, because they only ate a little bit. Was not, see, maybe we have the same taste, but they like that Rocher for, I don't know, you know what I mean, right? They love that one. Woo, they ate that all. So now I got mice people. It's like, I couldn't cope. There was mainly in with the rubber bands and the paper clips. I just threw those in the trash. Just, you know, what are you going to do? You move on. But anyways, there's just a little commotion. And then, yeah. So that's what's happening. And my laundry's not too crazy yet. But what happened is, so it's like a fluid thing. So right now I have 2 things downstairs one needs to come up, one needs to go in the dryer. And those are 2 bags that need to be in my room so I can keep putting clothes in. So usually I try to do 1 bag at a time, but I thought I could do 2 because I was focused at the moment. And every night I'm like, Claire, let's go down and get the laundry. And I don't. So anyway, I'm going to just be really kind and gentle with myself today. But at the same time, you know what, having all my clothes put away and coming down here and keeping up with the kitchen, which is a habit I will have to have when somebody else is living here, but to do it for myself, you know. And I'm sort of in the last hurrah of stuff on my living room floor, sorting it. And, you know, I sort it and then I have to go to work and then I don't remember where I'm sorting it. And so sometimes it's good for me just to follow through on that. And I know that's normal for a lot of you guys. It is just not the norm for me. It's not. So that's what's going to happen. Beverly may come over tomorrow and we'll have play date and do something fun. So that's nice. So let me write on here my Walmart haul. I'll order that. For Friday. I have enough, you know, I have enough seltzer water, but I do love it. And it keeps me from drinking soda. And with the Walmart prices, it's super cheap. Now, sometimes Whole Foods, you know, I'm not a Prime member. It won't let me add things to my cart. Are you people nuts? Why? Just because I'm not Prime member, you think it's so precious that to add? I mean, it's really annoying. So they usually get unusual of the Waterloo flavors. And sometimes they have sales on them, so I want to keep an eye on that. But yeah, I've been drinking decaf, Dunkin' decaf coffee. Y'all love it right now. Oh my gosh. So I have, and this is, I should have bought more, but I didn't know if I'd like it because CVS had it for $5.99. Y'all, you can't beat that for $10. Now, Walmart has it, it's $15.98, and I feel like you get $22, $24, which is a really good deal. So I'll get some from there. But it's definitely, I don't like, I mean, Giant usually not less than $6.99, and it's usually $7.99, but otherwise it's $12.99 or something crazy. No. I just think I don't need the extra caffeine. And let's make some green tea today. You guys, I got everything out. And I would like to do, and the goal is to clear my table, which actually won't take long. But I want us to talk about the 100-day project I've been talking about. And I think I'm up to day 52, and I think they might be up to 80. Not 100% sure. And I thought, right now I can't find my little drawings. And that's, you know, that's not untypical, but it's annoying to me. And, but I thought, you know what? You can keep doing them, but let's declare it done. You know, don't worry about, you know, and I've gone 52, which is I don't think I've made it past 10 things before, right? And it's a challenging thing for me, right? And then when I'm doing it all the time, it's so much easier. I'm in the flow, but now I'll do it. I haven't done one in a couple weeks, and it's like, I don't know. That's why when you get in the flow, that's like when I was putting together my my almost impossible to put together thing. It's good just to finish it because I'm in a groove, and if I stopped and came back, I thought, oh my God, well, it's just a whole getting, like my sewing machine. Like when I sew, I'm good. But when I'm not sewing, then I forget how to work it, or the bobbin, something's not right, and it stops me cold in my tracks. And I'm trying to get over those kind of obstacles. So, but the other thing I want to do, and I might do it early in the morning tomorrow, I don't know what the weather, if it's going to rain through that, is, I have been going through containers in my garage and letting go paper. I'm finding great paper, but I don't know, I found what I thought was a bunch of cat pee, but not a cat pee, mouse pee, but I'm thinking it was a chemical because, like Beverly said, that just doesn't even seem normal. And then where I found all this poop and stuff, I think what I did was I moved a book, and I had not cleaned that before because I have these awful sticky things out, and nobody's found it. And I have them in areas I think they would go to. So one of my goals is to finish the bookcase, and I just, I want to sweep up my floor and wash it with some Clorox and water. So I don't, otherwise when I get home, I have to spray my shoes. It's a thing. So I want to do that for sure. And then I would like to what's today? So I would like to get together at least 4 or 5 boxes for the vets and have them pick it out in the back. So, and even if and I know once I get going, my groove will go. And I think this afternoon I want to do that, like just to get moving my body and just to get, because I'm in a ruthless kind of mood to get rid of stuff. So, especially books. And now we're going to have our book sale again. And, it's not like I never have access to anything, but I have stuff up high, so I have to get on a ladder, but yeah. And then everything art I want contained. I have 3 of these moving rack things, and we're going to go look and see what's in it. And I'm going to label what's in it. And like I said, my goal is to take stuff out of my studio that I don't use all the time, right? Like maybe my solder iron and my wire jewelry stuff. Does that need to be in my studio? Probably not. Do I want to get rid of it? No, because I would not want to rebuy it. But that's, I think, that reminds me, I need to call cable. And I meant to print out, see, this is the thing. I meant to print out my last 3 cable bills. Anyway, start with them. And I have like 4 things to deal with them with, so I could just pick one. And then, crazy. But I don't have cable, like, pay cable, right? I have Roku, which I love. So that's where I am. I know this is like a repetitive, but it's the same stuff, right? It's the same stuff, different day. But talking to you, I have to kind of talk through it in my head. I may not end up doing that, but if you don't have a plan, and then I can listen to some of my CDs because I have a little boombox in there, and I'm going through a bunch of CDs just to listen to them. I've collected them forever because I just love it. And where when people donate stuff to the book sale, we sell it for like $1. It's cheap. So, and there was somebody who had an interesting job in TV or music or something, and so I have all these really weird eclectic ones I probably don't want to keep or listen to again, but I just listen to it and let it go. So I can do that too. But yeah, and I know about 3 or 4 empty containers, and then under my stairs I want containers that the lid fits perfectly and it locks. Not that that's 100% deterrent, but I believe it is a deterrent. And then I have some peppermint essential oil, and I'm going to do a bunch of cotton balls and throw it in. They don't like mint, and but I do. So we'll do that. And yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Move my body in the afternoon. Yeah, so that's what's happening. I might, when you say the Plaster of Paris is one of the classes on my Wanderlust. And so what she did is she did an example with that, an example with gesso and baking powder. baking soda. And then, you can buy textured things. And I might have some. They might be dried up, but I want to look and see. But I did not buy anything. And then you can do eggshells with gesso. So there's all kinds of interesting things. But I think I'll stick to the plaster of Paris and the baking soda to see the difference. And in her thing, she has you do a portrait, which I love that. But there's also a class where we're going to do like a starry night. So what I kind of want to do is just get the pages done and ready to go. And then Beverly gave me a piece of watercolor paper that has ground on it. So I might try that with the acrylics, or maybe I'll save it. I don't know. So ground basically is a powder that you mix up. So if you don't have the best watercolor paper, you can make it better. Mix it and put it on here and it dries, and it just is a different thing. So, because, water paper, she has lots of that's cheaper that you want to use. So, I would definitely like to get those two things going and dried. And then the one for the Starry Night. So, I want to do them all in the same book. But I'm wondering if... No, I think... I don't know where those books are right now. That's okay. I'm just not figured out yet how this art stuff is going to work. But, so what I could do is do one page, right? And then leave a page up and then do the other page. And when those are dry, then do the baking soda. Think about it. Yeah. So I'd like to complete some more of the classes. And I am a finisher, y'all. And I just have to decide, what do I want to finish? I don't have to finish. Some things you never finish, right? Like decluttering and letting stuff go. It's a constant thing. But yeah, I'm almost finished in my kitchen. I just need I need a dishwasher. And Kenny's getting an eye out. So I hope by the end of this month, I think maybe for Memorial Day there'll be sales. And I need a new mattress. So now that I'm thinking about it, Memorial Day weekend might be a good day to go and look. And I didn't do my research. I got to go on Consumer Reports. And I just want to get, I'm trying to decide, like, should I get a full-size mattress and get a better one than a queen? I had a queen really because my niece and nephew spent the night all the time. And it's good to spread stuff out. But then maybe a full will look better. My room will look bigger. I don't know, y'all. But I got to do my mattress due diligence. Not a lot, but just enough to think that, yeah, this is a crappy one and this is a good deal kind of thing. So I need to do that. Which is why I want to kind of get all my stuff in my room done. Right now under my bed, there's not much. There really isn't. I just have things I need to follow through with. So I'm going to spend a couple hours there. And then I do want to get my iron clean today because I want to do some ironing at night. Just a couple things at a time. Well, if you get going, like four or five things, I love to iron. It's very meditative. I don't want to iron if I had to do a bunch of everybody's clothes, but to do my nice tops and stuff. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll go through and get rid of like 10 tops. That's a good thing. I got to... why it's like right now going into my junk drawers, it's so easy because, or they're not junk drawers, but like my, whatever you want to call it, things you don't use very often drawer. And it's so easy to see. It's so nice. It's like, why have stuff? Like, why am I going through clothes I'm never going to wear again to see what I have? And then I feel like I don't have anything. And I'm trying to go through my nicer tops right now and wear them, the ones that are like, the ones you can wear all year long. And then, like I said, I'm going to start wearing earrings. And then if I don't like how they feel, then they're going to go in a box and go to Temu or to my friend for art. And also, my friend Mary's going to make me a lap quilt of different tops. And so maybe there's some graphic tops I don't wear as much, but it would be kind of cool to mix with my mom's stuff. And 2 long-term things I need to do soon is contact my mom's friend Nellie for the stuff I have for her, and Angela. And I have a box of stuff for her, for Angela. Those are things I would like to, move the stuff forward. Yeah, so just a little low energy day, which is okay. And just keep myself, I think I just did not have enough hydration yesterday. So I'm gonna make my big old waters and, set my alarm and say, hey girl, drink, drink. Just like what I do with my eye so I'm down to 1 drop. So I had a wild nightmare. So when I put the drops in, I can taste it more so than, and I don't know, is my taste better? But I don't remember having that sensation when I did this eye. But it's in the back of my throat. It's very annoying. So I had a dream that I had burnt out some kind of hole, and that's why on this side, and that's why it was happening. And I can remember the panic of, you got to get to the doctor. What are you doing? And I thought, well, is this a dream that, I am going to go to my ENT. One, I needed my hearing check. And the harder I struggle with my vision right now, the less my hearing works. And you guys, it is a flat out miracle. So I take them down and I go like this. I feel like I'm going to poke my eye out every second. Right? And these are filthy. They need to be clean. But so I have I want to have an endoscopy too, with my colonoscopy. I want to just make sure, because part with having stomach reduced surgery, you can get, a silent kind of damage. But I want to find out about my taste. Why I want to taste and smell. The smell freaks me out. It really freaks me out. And my hearing, get a hearing test and see where I'm at on that. So lots of stuff coming up, right? Lots of appointments to make. And how lucky am I have insurance, so I can do all this. All right, you guys, I'm gonna move on. And I do want to do some, let's see, I'm gonna do egg cups, egg muffins. I think maybe I'll do them tomorrow night or Monday morning. I want to have them for the week for breakfast. And I'm just going to look and see if I have ham or bacon or what do I have in my freezer. And then I, use up what vegetables I have and then just make those cups. And then I have some feta. I have a little bit unexpected cheddar. Throw that all together. And that is so easy for me. And then what I can do is shrink wrap them, like 2 at a time. And I need to use that more. I think I need to have that out where it's easier to use as I forget about it. But I just want to get some stuff loaded up in my freezer for breakfast. But I also was thinking with that hamburger, I don't know, I need to make some spaghetti sauce and have it divided up. And if I want to come home, undo that and then just make some spaghetti. But I think, what am I going to make with that hamburger? I just don't want to make meatloaf, I decided. And I don't want to make hamburgers out of it. Like I said, I really love that hoisin, that Mongolian hamburger meat stuff, but I don't have hoisin sauce. So I just don't want to have to buy anything to make this stuff. But I also want to make this really good casserole. It's this pasta casserole that we like and all kinds of things. But at the end of the day, I could just make some hamburger, taco meat and freeze that. So, yeah. And I had a recipe. I think I told y'all that I wanted to make. I can't remember now. What is that? So I got to give readers. Well, I've got 9 more coming. They're cheap, but so I normally now have these on my head, but all the bathrooms, that's what I want to do, you guys. So the cat bathroom downstairs is full of empty stuff. And that's like, so the piece is going to sweep and clean my floor in my garage, right? Keep my car out. Pick up those. It's going to be more size, awkward than heavy. And on my bed in my studio, clear all that out. Anything empty into the garage, because my lazy self is like, well, you need to keep a few. No, I want to know everything I have that's empty container and go from there and see what matches, right? And, really in a studio, other than having a fun box and a cigar box, like I know my stamps are in there, like greeting card, mail stamps, stuff like that. I need to see what it is. And, and I do want fun stuff, but I don't need fun stuff for everything. I want to have some kind of practicality and things that are easy and I know what everything is. So what I'm gonna do is, and I've really been wanting to do that. So maybe I get going, get my kitchen done, get the laundry going, do a little art, you know, clean up some little hot messes here and there. And then this afternoon, get some lunch in me, and then pull my car around, fill it up. And then in my studio, if my bed's empty of all the empty things, then I can start putting everything I want to sort into there, and that will make my life, that will be like, I'm at a stuck point right now, and that will be like clearing out my closet of all this fabric and stuff gave me space to put other things in. So that's the next quirk, right? This is my next obstacle that's going to free up space. And you know, as much as I want to just do all the bookcases, maybe I'll do one bookcase today, and then, because, you know, I have to have a mask. And so what I've learned is when there is mouse poop, I got my instinct was to spray it with Clorox, but that releases stuff. But if you take it and sweep it, throw it out, and then put your Clorox, you're not really releasing those kind of whatever. Tricky dicky, right? That would be cool. Now, it doesn't affect my roommate situation, but it affects my mental health situation. And I want to be down there and be able to use the bathroom. And, you know, I just have so much on the floor, and I constantly have to move it. And again, this becomes like, when I'm in the mood, I go boo, boo, boo. I get going, I get that energy going, and I know exactly this is for this, this is for this, this is for this. So what I want to do is label them and put them in alphabetical order for my brain. Like, category children, category people, category women, category, you know, I have stuff just that is not just to make marks on that. You know, I have stuff that I love the image, that kind of stuff. So, but I'm doing much broader categories, because I would love to do like, this is trees, these are flowers, this is weather, but these are clouds, this is the sun, this is the moon. And I do have sun and moon folders. But yeah, I would really, if I had that done today in my garage, the first step of kind of getting that floor cleaned would make me very happy. And then the goal is 4 to 5 boxes. So I will see how I do today, and I will make the vet appointment, the American vets, to pick up on Tuesday. And they'll pick up in the back, so I don't have to drag anything around. Yeah. And so I have a few social things coming up. I want to see my friend Nito, and I need to see my friend Irene, and my girls. We're going to get together. That's a date. Beverly, I hope, comes tomorrow. If not, maybe next Sunday. And then the next time I'm going to go to her place, and she has a couple cool thrift stores near her, because I want to get I need a new chair for a table I have down in my studio where I'll be spending a lot of time, and I need a comfortable chair. So I looked online, and, you know, IKEA has them, and actually Temu has them. But just freaking out about that Temu now. I just can't, which is a good thing. And then, but if you can go, honestly, if you can go thrifting and get a better chair that's already put together, that's cheaper, but I just can't spend hours thrifting, right? So it's a kind of a thing. Because really, to find a nice file, I mean, you know, what I'm going to do in my file cabinet upstairs is my nightstand. I'm going to tighten everything before I put anything in it. But it's just holding on, it feels like. Holding on. I might even have to think about doing some E6000, and like the top and sides at least have that glued so it's more stable. I got to check and see if I have E6000. So that's a lot, right? That's a lot. And in the kitchen, I want to try to I'm gonna see about my E6000, because I have these cabinets, these yellow balls. I have 4 I need to glue on. And I have the balls, I have extra ones, but they're tricky dicky, but I need to do the E6000 to keep them on there, and it will look better. And also, so what I think when I'm gonna have my cleaners come, I want them to clean the cupboards really well. I don't know what you do with that. And really, I'll probably clean the inside of the refrigerator, but we'll do baseboards. I think the bathroom, the living room, like the baseboards, and I'm gonna dust And so I can go through things one more time, but have them like do all the glass cleaning, you know, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, and I still have things sitting out that I'm not quite what sure to do with. I need to let go of, I think, some more casserole pans, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Pretty good. And then down in the foyer, I'm going to clean down there because it's not so big. I want to kind of get the magic sponge and clean the walls and the baseboards and that kind of thing. And then, yeah, I got to, you know, I've got to unclog my vacuum today and clean it. I'll watch a YouTube video on that. And yeah, so all kinds of good stuff. And again, my washer dryer area, just, I don't know how it gets so dirty, but it does. So I need to clean that. And it's just something you just, every month or something. And then I throw in one of those things to clean the washer. I need to clean my coffee pot. I did not do that yet. So yeah, so lots of stuff going on, lots of moving parts. And, you know, I've been focusing on it's not my first floor, it's my second floor, but my main floor. But if I could do that, if I could get that garage, 2 hours will make huge difference. Because you all know who've been here, and you can go look at my playlist. It was almost a year in June that I found out I had a big, huge mice problem. And I was up early, and I had the month of June was like the most beautiful weather. I was so lucky. And the funny thing is, I had just gotten some ADHD medicine that really worked. I only had a 30-day supply, thanks to my doctor. It's another story. And that was like magic. Like, really, all things came together. I would prefer not to have mice, but so a lot of that is done. There were some bookcases. I just thought I ran out of steam, and it got hot. So yeah, and then so the rolling things, I want to have like seasonal stuff that I use in art. Like I said, jewelry making, stuff like that. I'm going to keep, I'd rather have the paper in my studio, but we'll see. But I've collected stationery stuff. And I mean, like, I don't know what, you'll have to see. And I'm going to have one thing that's stationary, kind of stuff I don't need to have in my house, but it can go out shopping in my garage, right? When I want stuff. So that is a decent, and like I said, I have a bunch of jigsaw puzzles I can go through and let some go. And I actually have canned food back there. I can check on the dates and see what I have. And so maybe with my hamburger, I can get some Rotel. I cut up some peppers and onion. I think I have frozen avocado. I need to put that on my list. That stuff is so easy to use. I want to start doing my smoothies. But, you know, throw a little avocado. I have some tomatoes to cut up. So that, and I do have some corn tortillas that are healthy. I could make that kind of random taco. That would be kind of good. Yeah. So all over the place. And, you know, it's interesting too, because at work, you know, we're helping the public and we have conversations and we stop and sometimes we come back. So there's always these loose threads everywhere, right? I don't know. So I'm going to go have some breakfast, get my water situation under control. And I already have stuff I filmed to put in, and I'm going to try to have a break today and do some of that. There's certain people waiting for my new videos, so I need to get moving on that. And I've been hesitating doing Mark and Susan. It's going to be a little bit harder to edit for me, but I want to be able to put their link in, and I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to do it without the link. And yeah. But anyway, y'all, there's gonna be dots. So I've been using my least expensive watercolors, like, you know, kind of these kind. It's so funny. This is either IKEA or Dollar Tree. I think Dollar Tree, IKEA, I think. And these are really light. But these leave such a chalky thing. It's different, right? It's not what you'd want to paint a nice watercolor landscape or anything with, but that's not what I'm doing right now. All right, guys, well, let's see how I go. I'm going to do my best to check in. Well, I'm going to stop now, post this, and then I'm going to set some alarms and get my body fed, get some water going, and get some dishes done, and yeah, get my shoes on. I'm dressed. There's something about having my shoes on that make me feel like I'm working, right? And also it's good going up and downstairs to have shoes on. But I think that's what I'm going to do. Get moving and take some art breaks. And I do want to work with this plaster of Paris. Anyone watching that uses this for art, say something in the comments and I will, yeah. Today I need to read my comments. It's just, these need to be cleaned, you guys. I can't describe to you. And I cannot find my eyeglass cleaner. How's that possible? Let me write that down. I could get a new big thing from, because I have a bunch of little ones and I had a big one from Costco that I was filling in. I'm going to look up at Walmart and see and just get a bunch because this is nuts and it's going to drive me crazy. I need to have them all over the place. But, so I guess with this, you add, I guess, again, it depends on the texture you want, but I would start with, and so they talked about having disposable cups because, I'm going to try to use up most of it. So that's something. I'm sure, I don't have a lot of, that's a Dollar Tree thing, disposable cups. See, I got rid of all those plastic things, like butter thing and that kind of thing, because those would be actually perfect. Okay, I can start collecting those again, but I'll find something, heaven forbid. So gesso, and I know I brought my gesso, but where is my gesso, right? Do that. And again, like they say, depends on the weather. It's a little rainy today. It's not dry. It's not humid, but it's not dry. So I want to take you with me when I do this. I'm very curious to see. And then this is the kind of thing too, I need to have my goggles on. Well, I'll have to have these on to see. Oh no, you guys. When I'm watching videos, it sucks because if I have this on, it's very hard to see the video. And then if I'm doing my art, I have to have these on. So I'll figure it out, right? And I have cards I want to catch up on like a year and a half later. And let's all forgive ourselves for what we feel like we haven't done. And I'm really working on it because I was like yesterday, I thought driving home, a little disappointed I wasn't having yummy Italian food. And I thought, you're like a rock star because you managed to get stuff. You really, I want to and feel like I'm living my life more than just surviving my life, and thrive. And not, I kind of right now in a mode where, when you're doing a huge decluttering thing, it's a different, it's just different. But have it more fluid and not be all decluttering or all not declutter. You know what I mean? I'm working on that balance. But I feel like yesterday driving home, I was amazed. I thought, let's think about what you did accomplish today. That was hard. And, and I work in an environment where people talk all the time and you've got people coming up to you or people, hey, someone needs to talk to you. And people stop by and talk and it's challenging for me. Oh my God, it's so challenging because it's not like I'm alone by myself focused, right? That's hard enough. But I managed to get, and if you could have seen, I had 3 cards and it looked like a crazy person's cards scattered. That's what it looked like. And so I managed to do everything I need to do with those cards. So I do need to go through my books. That's a joy. I want to enjoy it. And then I've been trying to straighten up the library and do, we're a little short on pages. So do displays and stuff. And that's more challenging because, I'm just grabbing books now and not as thoughtful though. I do want to get some books out for Memorial Day this week. And I came up with the best display of books, I think. It's going to be, beach reads are a thing. And we'll do that. But beach reads for nerds, right? We're going to find some interesting nonfiction and just some kind of odd books, not just, not just books with the word beach or summer in the title. Not that there's anything wrong. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And then I've been trying to finish this book. So I want to spend some time with it. It's a cozy mystery. And I got this just as a refresher, just to think about things. Blue Zones Challenge. So just looking at, they have some kind of fun, easy recipes for healthy things. If I can find one thing in here I like, just things to avoid, things to always have. One of my problems is processed meat, and I've been trying not to get ham, but I think I used to have ham a lot for breakfast, and I think that it's made me harder for breakfast, but I do want to, and I love my Polish sausage, you guys, but I don't eat it near as much as I used to. I just don't. So anyway, but I'm going to look for some sausage and bacon for my egg cups. I wonder if Polish sausage, that would probably be good in eggs, right? Cut up really small. There's some peppers. I don't know. What do y'all think? I think that'd be good. But anyway, so holding my phone is like torture. Something's going on here, y'all. I put my heating pad on at night, but it's this. So doing, and yeah, but anyway, I want to touch base with everyone because I think about you guys and I appreciate the efforts that are made. And you're why I do it when I don't want to do it. And I need to get a date with Mark and Sue. Sue's birthday's coming up. So, all right, guys, you take care. I appreciate you. And let's see, I say I want to pop in and I don't. Well, sometimes I get in a groove and I just need to get stuff done. To stop and film and this and that. Sometimes, you know, I love doing that, but sometimes I just can't. I'm like, you got to go, girl. Get on this horse. Can't film. You just go. I don't know. People, when you think about either some of these YouTubers, when you watch it, like they said, so unless ones that you know someone's got a camera on them, right? Like when Mark and Sue film, Mark films Sue. But they're at stores by themselves and they stop and they put up and do, I mean, wow. But if that's your only job, I would do that, right? If that's all you did, that's your responsibility was to do YouTube videos. Hey, I'm all for that. Okay, guys, once again, goodbye, and I'll talk to you soon.